Welcome back, dear viewers. As we said, we will be tackling the latest developments in the Middle East region in light of the Israeli escalation and also the upcoming U.S. presidential elections, which is to take place on November the 5th. And to shed more light on this issue, we are delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Abdul Rahman, writer and journalist. Dr. Amr, good morning.
Well, good morning to you, hello to you and the dear viewers.
Thank you.
Dr. Amr, to start with, indeed we are just hours away from the most important event of the year, if I can say, which is the U.S. presidential elections. We are witnessing here very close competition between the Republican Donald Trump and Democrat Kamala Harris. How do you see this race is going just a few hours ahead of the start of the election day?
I believe that we are witnessing one of the rare things, the elections in the U.S. We have witnessed too many elections, presidential elections in the U.S., but this race, that scene is different by all means. We're talking about a woman candidate against a man candidate, with all this competition that has begun since the president, Joe Biden, has withdrawn and delivered the leadership of the Republic. The Democratic elections and the leading of the Democratic Party to Kamala Harris as a candidate representing the party.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, the scene has become weird and vague, and since then the ratios are changing along the hour. Right now, until this very moment we are speaking, the indication going for Trump, but nothing can be guaranteed, especially that we all know that there are hands behind the curtain that is dominating the scene. Not just the public opinion that take the decision, really, but he has behind the curtains the power, the unit of the industrial military association connected to the big families that are making the economy in the whole world. They are all elements of taking the crucial decision. Also, what each and every candidate will give, is ready to let go. Also, the terms and the strategies and the agenda of each candidate towards lots of cases, whether immigration, whether the domestic laws, whether the laws of carrying weapons. Too many issues are on the table, and under the decision of the public opinion right now. Anyway, we are waiting for that moment for the final result to be declared, and of course lots of decisions and lots of consequences will be determined right after the moment we know who is the next president of the USA.
Indeed.
Doctor, what are the main items in the agenda of the two candidates?
As for Mr. Donald Trump agenda, we have, of course, he is interesting from Mexico and other countries. He is concentrating on the very best interest of the American citizen. He's a symbol of the conservative agenda and the thinking and the culture of the Republican Party, against abortion, against homosexuality, and of course he's tackling on willing to give more and to support more the Zionist existence in its own assault in the Arabic land. On the other hand, Kamala Harris is a main supporter for immigration to be expanded. She's against any borders or any firm laws against the immigration. She's believing in opening mind for those immigration, despite there are good things to the combination of the American society. And of course, she is against each and everything that Donald Trump is behind, except supporting Israel.
Sir, can you tell us about your opinion regarding the campaigns of both candidates so far, and to what extent which any of them was, from your point of view, more successful in the race for the U.S. President title?
Well, if we remember what happened in the election that went on between Mrs. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, the one before this one, we would all believe and recognize that never expect the true result before it happens, and no indication can be given any real true vision of what's going to happen. As I told you, there are acts behind the scenes, and the powers that are determining and taking the decision not really is in the hands of the public opinion. The public opinion is just an easy victim for manipulating by the media in the U.S., which is representing the powers that are dominating the scene truly from behind curtain. We have all witnessed how the media is taking side and manipulating the public opinion, hiding the mistakes of some of the candidates and supporting other candidates for their own agenda, not just for the best, the very best interest of the American citizen. So that's why we can never expect, really, even if Trump is coming ahead right now of the race, but we can never really tell.
And Doctor, how do you evaluate the stances of the two candidates regarding the Middle East crisis?
Well, this is the main issue, that they are almost saying the same situation. This is the only issue, this is the only case that both candidates are in almost the same situation and the same stance. They are both supporting Israel as a situation that Israel truly, and the powers behind Israel are the true cater and the true manipulator of the American election. This is something that is something that can never happen with this clearance, with this broad scene, with this clearance in any election in the whole world, but in the American election. I believe that Trump is willing to give all of Palestine to Israel. As for Kamala Harris, she is willing to give each and every support militarily or diplomatically or politically or economically to this unit's existence to complete its own assault against the Arabic occupied land. And the one who is closer to the heart of the interests of the Israeli leaders will be closer to the post. This is something we can never, but it happens each and every election since years, since decades, as we have witnessed before.
Indeed, sir. Sir, how would the results of the American elections affect the situation in the region here?
Well, actually, we can never expect any change, any crucial change, seen as dramatic as it is in the Middle East. Can never be more worse than it is right now. Only we can think of what's going to happen on the day post aggression. The results and the strategies that will be applied on the region. I believe that both candidates is taking the same strategy, which is keeping Gaza occupied throughout the allies of America in the region, to keep it under the umbrella of the unit occupation throughout the allies of of Israel, and to prevent any liberty in the Palestinian land, and prevent that any state should be in the near far future from a total state with all associations, including the military association and the political association, and so whatsoever. We're talking about they are trying to create a Greek country without truly authorities and without true liberation for their own nation. The Arabic nation in Palestine has suffered for more than 100 years throughout strategies, such taking side strategies to this unit aggression and this unit existence against the Arabic rights in the occupied land.
Well, Dr. Amr, on Saturday, delegations from Fatah and Hamas met in Cairo. Would you elaborate more on that meeting?
Well, I think that Fatah organization don't have the strength enough to take a true decision. They're having their decision throughout a weak situation. They don't have the tools, means to apply their own thinking, their own agenda. On the other hand, we almost Hamas as a history right now. I don't believe that Hamas does have any powers or any leaders left except some political leaders here and there. And the Palestinian authority is not the same it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when the PLO was leading the situation and the scene in the Palestinian land. Right now we are talking about the weakest leadership, or not one leadership, but we're talking divided leadership as weak as it is in Palestine. That is the decision in Palestine coming from abroad, coming from out of Palestine. That means that fighting the division of situations, the division of opinions in Palestine has reached its top, as the weakness of the Palestinian powers has reached its the least level since we have new political leaders in the Palestinian land. So all that we hope that the Arabic, only Arabic power that is truly supporting Palestinian rights, which is Egypt, to have the last word about the future of Palestine, as we are the true guardian and the true shield of the Arabic land in the occupied land.
Indeed. Sir, President Abdul Fattah Sisi on Thursday met with the U.S. intelligence chief William Burns. How do you see the importance and the timing of this visit?
It comes in a very critical time. It comes in a time that the near future of Palestine is being determined under the umbrella of the expanding of the Zionist existence. We have witnessed throughout that year most brutal aggression against humanity since hundreds of years. I'm talking about the numbers. I'm talking about killing innocent people, women, men, and children, bombing the hospitals, the schools, the civilians all over the country in Palestine. That scene has never happened since hundreds of years. Not even the Nazis did what has done in Palestine. As we have witnessing that situation, Egypt is doing steps to prevent more trophies to happen in Palestine, and I believe that only the power of resistance is the language that Israel can understand. Because right now, as we are speaking, we are witnessing the expanding of Israel. Israel is expanding its own border in Syria, in Lebanon, and threatening to expand more all far to Euphrates River. That means they are trying to apply their own agenda, what they call it bigger Israel. This is the main threat to the whole Arabic nation. And for the Arabs to unite behind Egypt, to stop that agenda, that version agenda based on forger statements and forger essays from which are not true totally. It was cultivated by the hand of their own Israelis and their own Jews centuries before. This is the most vicious agenda that is all of humanity is facing right now. Aggression against the Holy Land in Palestine.
Dr. Amr Abdul Rahman, journalist and writer, thank you so much for being with us on Nile TV International. Thank you so much for your insight.
Indeed, Basma, and now our dear viewers, it's time for having a look at this feature story with my dear colleague Dina.